Let me give you a brief introduction on literary criticism and literary theory. The term criticism is commonly understood as fault finding or pointing out one's weaknesses or failures. It can also be merit recognition. Literary criticism is the study, evaluation, and interpretation of literature. It is essentially an opinion supported by evidence relating to theme, style, setting, or historical or political context. Literary criticism can be applied to a genre, to an author's writings as a whole, or even to a specific literary work. And the next question that comes to our mind is, what purpose does literary criticism serve? Literary criticism helps us to understand what is important about the text, its structure, its context, how the text manipulates the reader, etc. That is, any piece of text can be read with a number of different sets of glasses, which means we are looking for different things within the text. The most common stances of literature are formalism, Marxism, feminism, and psychoanalytic criticism, etc. And briefly, we will study them one by one. Post-structuralist Roland Barthes, in his work The Death of the Author, declares that the birth of the reader must be at the cost of the death of the author. He further makes an interesting distinction between readerly text and writerly text. Readerly text allows the reader only to be passive consumer, whereas writerly text turns the reader into a producer. A formalist approach is one that studies a text as a text and nothing more. Marxist criticism aims to explain the world with logical and concrete evidence. It views literary works as reflections of the social institutions from which they originate. Feminism is a serious attempt to formulate the issues and find solutions to gender problems. It was started by Simone de Beauvoir in The Second Sex. Kate Millett's Sexual Politics makes a distinction between sex and gender. Sex is determined biologically, whereas gender is culturally, psychologically constructed. Lesbian, gay criticism, like feminist criticism, is gender-oriented and is emerging as a field of study, mainly to critically examine the attitudes of our society towards lesbians and gay as part of culture studies. The term queer was made popular by some lesbian and gay cultural activists. It is not a woman-centered theory like lesbian feminism. It rejects female separatism, and it is an identity of political and social interests with gay men. Psychoanalytic criticism uses some of the concepts and techniques of psychoanalysis in the interpretation of literature. In Freudian model, dream analysis is important because he considers dreams as the main outlet for repressed desires. Literature is considered to be something like dreams because literature, like dreams, communicates only symbolically. Thank you.